Do slip-on exhausts really change the sound of your motorbike that much, and are they even worth the money? Well, in this video, I'm going to run you through some of the pros and the cons of slip-on exhausts, and I'll even give you a comparison at the end of this video with my Harley Davidson with the stock exhaust and the aftermarket slip-ons installed. So let's jump into it. This is the Whiskey Throttle Club. A slip-on exhaust is exactly what it sounds like. You're taking off your stock muffler off the bike and you're installing an aftermarket muffler. Now, the muffler isn't there just to restrict the noise of your bike. It actually controls the back pressure as well, which is the resistance the gases feel leaving the engine. A good slip-on can tweak the balance. It can open up the flow of your bike, and it can also give it a deeper and louder sound without totally messing up the air-fuel ratio. Now, not all slip-ons are made exactly the same. It all depends on the internal baffling and packing of the exhaust, which will determine what sort of note it's going to put out. So yeah, they are louder, but there's a bit of science going on behind it as well. And now we'll jump into some pros and the cons. Obviously, one of the main pros is that your bike is going to sound better. It's not going to sound like a sewing machine. That comes stock from factory. They also look better as well, because you're not going to have a big fat chrome sausage looking exhaust hanging off the end of your bike, and they do weigh a little bit less as well due to them having different packing and baffling inside of them. They're also easy to install. You're not going to need a big shop or some fancy tools to install these ones. All you're going to need is some basic hand tools to get the job done. As you can see in this video, I'm already 3/4 of the way installed with these ones. So it's a pretty straightforward process. And the last thing is the price. Now, instead of getting a full exhaust, which is obviously going to cost more, generally slip-ons are quite a bit cheaper. Now, you can pick them up on sale for around 500 Australian dollars. But you could also pick up a second-hand pair online for even cheaper than that. Some of the cons to getting an aftermarket slip-on are they don't really give you much performance gains. Yeah, it does open up that airflow, but generally if you do an exhaust, you're going to want to do a stage 1 on your motorbike anyway, just to make sure it's running right. Now, one of the main reasons why you'd get a stage 1 done if you're putting slip-ons onto your bike is just because it does have that reduced back pressure. It can play up with your bike after a while. Now, depending on who you talk to, some people say that your bike's going to be fine, but it's always worth it for that little bit of extra power to go get it done. Another con as well is depending on where you live, an aftermarket exhaust or slip-ons might not actually be legal. The cops might pull you up for the bike being too loud, but I guess that's just the risk you got to take. And the last thing that's not really a con, but it could be depending on how you look at it, is you're probably going to end up wanting more out of your bike as well. So that could mean doing more internal work to your bike, which then again ends up costing more money. So now I've put on these aftermarket slip-ons on my bike, it's time to show you guys a bit of a comparison. So a slip-on exhaust worth it? Well, I think that they absolutely are. One, that they're a hell of a lot cheaper than buying a full exhaust system. Two, they definitely sound a hell of a lot better. And three, aesthetically, I think that they do look better. Let me know in the comments what pipes you guys are running. And if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.